Hi, class. So this is going to be the video for week one of PSC 556, the capstone course, the pre-capstone course, rather. And what we're going to be doing in this course is, like I said, we're going to be writing a capstone prospectus. So I want you to learn a little bit about what a prospectus is. I want you to understand by the end of this week that your prospectus is going to have, kind of 8 fundamental components. You're going to have an abstract, you're going to have an introduction, you're going to have a literature review, you're going to have a signifier that signifies the form of your actual capstone paper, whatever that is. There's going to be a methods, there's going to be data, there's going to be a conclusion, and you're going to have aftermatter, whether that's just works cited or appendices, maps, graphics, whatever else, right? So that's going to be kind of the structure that the thing takes. And I have a couple of documents here. They're very short, right? One's from the department and one's from me personally, just a 1-pager, a short like 3-pager on what your prospectus is, what it should be, how it should go. And I'm asking you to do very light work this first week. The only thing you should have to do in the discussion section is introduce yourselves. Let us know where you're at with selecting your topic and the form of your prospectus, the form of your capstone, whether or not you've done any prospectus work in a previous course. Let me know all kind of that detail. Let me know a little bit about yourself in those sections for the discussion section on week one. And then on the second assignment, I'm just asking you all, this is for time's sake, to do right up front on week one, to go ahead and look at URI's IRB training course. It's done through CITI, right? It's CD training, we call it. I only want you to complete 2 of the courses. There are several courses in there, so don't get bogged down with Cook. Don't get bogged down with animal research or all this other stuff. I just want you to do 2. Group 1A, the human social behavioral research, and responsible conduct of research, RCR, right? Those 2 will have about 5 or 6 associated quizzes with them each, I think. There's going to be all different sections for you to read and go through. You're going to take the questions on the end. And if you pass, you need, I think, an 80 to pass group 1 social behavioral, and I think you need an 85 to pass the RCR. If you pass those, you get certified. Certification, and the RCR might be good in perpetuity. I don't remember. Group 1 for sure is not. You have to redo that one every so many years. Maybe it's good for 3 years or something like that. But regardless, you can take that. We'll give you a link. You can put it on your LinkedIn. You can throw it on your resume as a resume bullet. It's a nice thing to have. And if it so happens that your methods include interviewing people or doing something like that, you'll now be allowed to do so, and you'll know how to do so in a legal fashion. Now, just because you're allowed, well, I don't say you'll be allowed to do so. You'll be certified to be allowed to do so, right? Just because you're certified doesn't mean you have permission. So once you get the certification, if you want to do surveys, if you want to do polls, if you want to do any human subject research like interviews, you're going to have to go to the next step, which is to complete an IRB request. You're going to have to log into IRBNet. You're going to need your faculty sponsor to actually do this with you, right? Because there's going to have to be a responsible party, and it tends to have to be a faculty member when you're a student. Even if you're doing all the work, their name has to be on it, right? They're going to help you fill that out. I will help you fill that out from here. We'll do whatever we have to do. We'll introduce you to the process. It's some paperwork. You're going to have to say exactly what your research plan is, where you're going to interview, who you're going to interview, who you're going to survey, how you're going to survey. All the details need to be in there. The value of the research needs to be clear. We're looking for minimal risk here, and usually you'll get exempt from further review if we do everything right. But they may want certain things. They may want data protection. They may want anonymity. We may have to have data protection plans. Things have gone wrong, even with very simple interview research before. The Boston College incident with the Irish Republican Army was a huge misstep, right? Where you weren't supposed to be able to identify people, and then whoops, some of the data got sloppy, and then people could be identified. There's been much worse research violations in history. You can look at the Tuskegee experiments, the Stanford prison experiment, right? So you'll learn more about these in your IRB course, but suffice it to say, this is to make sure we're being ethical. And ethics are important in research and in policy. So that's one part of this week. Now, once we get past that, next week, what are we looking forward to? We're going to start writing the introduction for our prospectuses. So if you don't have your topic nailed down yet, think about it during your discussion. Write about a couple potential ones, maybe if you don't have one. And let's try to get that nailed down by, at latest a week from the 12th. So that's like the Sunday the 19th. You can't be waffling on your topic any further beyond that. But we have some time. Yeah, I think this week just concentrate on getting your certificates done. Let me know where you're at so I can know where every individual student's at by the end of this week. And we'll use that knowledge to sort of tailor a bit of what we focus on in the course too as we move forward. But we're going to learn about the different forms prospectuses can take. We're going to learn about the different forms capstone papers can take. We're going to learn about how you select a form. We're going to learn about different methods. We're going to learn about how to do methods properly. We're going to learn about how to do literature reviews properly. We're going to learn about how to make sure everyone has a tight and good and high quality capstone project by the time they're done with this course in 592. So I look forward to it. I look forward to week 2 when we get into actually writing the prospectus. And this week, like I said, just dive in, get your certification, think a little bit about it. Let me know where you're at, and we will reconnect in 1 week. Thank you.